All right, everybody, welcome back to more of the Underground Vault. This looks the same, but I started a process in which I can be organized right over here. So this is going to be the room of which all the things are stored. And I started the process off camera because me digging a rectangle and labeling things is not particularly interesting. So cobblestone, natural stones, all these things are going to be marked as needed. And eventually, the plan is going to be all these things are here. And in 101 Things to Do in Minecraft, my other series, I didn't have, I didn't need all that space, I guess, but I'm just going to future proof for the most part. So the stairs are going to be right here, and it's going to go up to a second level. And then there's going to be chests that go all the way around the side over here. So basically, this will be like a big grand entryway compared to, everything else that's around here. So this is pretty spiffy, right? All this stuff is going to continue growing, including all this. Actually, I'm going to tear apart all this. Exactly. I did that just so I could get rid of the the sword that I've had here. I have a lot of tools that basically just are about to collapse anyways. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me use these up, get rid of them here, and there we go. So one of the things I want to do, I kind of have to like brainstorm off camera, but I want to find an area for these bamboo. I feel like that's the only amount of bamboo I'm going to need, right? I don't need that much more bamboo. I don't know if I want to keep it hidden or out in the open or something. I don't know. But for this episode here, what I want to do is I want to make a home. I want to do that. This series has not been like in any particular order that I've done stuff. So I'm just kind of putzing around doing whatever. So as far as I want to do, I want to make this rock in here a home. And I want to make it multi-level and just more dynamic than just being a square inside of the rock. So what I need to do first is basically figure out where I'm going to exit from, which I'm pretty sure, it can be right here. It can be over here. Like, I don't really know where exactly I want to make things happen. I don't really know, because I want it to look nice. I think right here might be good, because then I could walk out toward this way. The trees I'm actually going to relocate to be down toward here. And before I start that, the home right here, I might as well do that, right? I'm going to do that because I want to make everything a little bit more centrally located, which means I got to take down all the trees and do all the things anyways. So, big tree over here, big tree over there, big tree over here. You got to love all the big, thick trees looming all around here. It's excellent. So I have my iced coffee. I'm ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you're having the best day you possibly can. I don't know why that's not coming apart there. Oh, now it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good day. My day is going all right. Had a early-ish, not even early morning meeting. Like anything I consider early morning is like 10 a.m. or something. But that's not the case. Early morning is like 6 a.m., which is what a meeting I was going to have was going to be. But yeah, not quite. That's an interesting tree. So it was a tall tree, but it was not articulate like this one is, right? So like this one, that's super interesting. Hold on. So this is taller than a normal tree, and then it goes away. Interesting. Okay, I thought the other tree over here, it had like a log in the side and did all this sort of stuff. That's a little bizarre how that tree was. Huh, okay. Well, whatever. That's fine. Now that I can relocate all these trees, I want to make something a bit more refined, I guess. So let me see. I need to figure out, like, okay, I want to make it so all the trees look kind of sort of natural, which is really not going to happen, honestly. Totally not going to happen because it's all underground, right? But I want to figure out something. There is something to be done over toward this way with the trees. So let's pretend I'm going to make the main entrance to the home, which is going to be right, let's say we move these two, right here, right? This is going to be the doorway right inside of here, and I'm going to basically carve out this little section right here because, as I have told you 1,000 times before with my different series, I like having a 3-tall ceiling at minimum for my home, all right? So here we go. This is an absolutely bare minimum what it's going to be. Entryway right there, bada bang, bada boom, right? All right. So, for the trees, this stuff over here, all right, I can block this out. I want to have the, you know what? There's a way for me to get unlimited, what's it called? This stuff. What's this stuff called? I forget. Why do I forget right now? Obsidian. Yes, obsidian. There is a way to get infinite obsidian somewhere, somehow. I'll look that up afterward. But for now, I can block that out. That's going to be no problem. What I would love to do down here is eventually make it all grass. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. But for right now, I'm just going to clear it out and put the trees down toward this way. I think having them lurk amongst the andesite here, not andesite, I mean the dripstone and all that would be kind of nice, you know? You can have a different sort of area for this stuff, all right? So now that I have this, the way to test this actually is to grab the handy dandy bone meal over here. I went all the way the long way for no reason, but if I grab all this bone meal, that's going to be my test to see if these things work. So the clearance needs to be, actually, this block needs to go away. It's got to be 3 around, as we know from before, and then it's got to be 5 high. All right, so let's see if this works. Yeah, it works. Cool. All right. So a tree can't exist there, a small one. Works perfectly. Wonderful. Now another tree is going to go right here. Yeah, why not? And I'm putting the torch there, obviously, because they need light in order to activate. This should be totally fine. Yeah, there we go. There's another tree. Ooh, that's an interesting tree. Why does it grow like that? It's like a giant bush. That's really weird. Huh, okay. Minecraft, I think it updated literally right before I started. Maybe it's something with an update? I don't really know. Let's say another tree goes right over here. We're gonna do this, and then bada bang, bada boom. There we go. That's a regular sized tree. Nice. You see how lively it's starting to look down here? It's beautiful. Put another one right here. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. That's a big tree. Yeah, that's cool. Like, it just, see how cool it looks? The trees amongst all the stuff. It's pretty lively. And I want to keep this here because, I mean, it adds to the overall pizzazz of the area. Maybe this one actually will come out, but this one I'll keep. Because I still want to have the feeling like living amongst a cave, you know? I don't want that to necessarily go away. So let's say, I definitely don't want to have less areas to have trees. I want to have more. So let's say I get one more tree. That's going to go right here for right now. Does it have the clearance? Yes, it totally does. Or it should at least. All right. Clearly, I got to get some more bone meal. So I'll do that right over here. So yeah, you just put all this stuff into here. The oak saplings I definitely do not need. It's going to fill up inside of there. I believe the saplings are ever so slightly better for me to put inside of here compared to the seeds, at least. So I just keep doing that. And eventually, once I don't need the sugarcane anymore, it'll be great for also putting in that spot. So there we go. Yeah, that should load up no problem. There's nothing surrounding it all the way up. Yep, okay, that should be good. So now that they're down here, and before I continue on the house again, I want to think of anything else that I immediately need right here, right now, that I need to relocate. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, the chickens, dude, the chickens, I don't even know what I'm going to do with the chickens. They're here. They're present. They're involved, you know? They're looming. But the mighty power of the chicken, man, I don't know. That's going to be a thing to figure out eventually. But I do, okay. Before I get too sidetracked here, I gotta actually move the stuff. So, glow squid spawned in there? Interesting. I didn't know a glow squid could spawn in like a block of literally 1. That's kind of incredible. So he's just gonna live there until the end of time. All right, sure. That's okay. Okay, so important thing is to not die right here, right now. Because if I die, then that means I go way back to the surface. And you know I can't do that. So let me go put this in the house real quick and basically save my progress, or at least my respawn point. Here we go, right in here. Bada bang, there we go. So now, I didn't need to press escape there, but you know what I mean? There it is. So this whole rock is eventually going to be hollow. Now, I do want to design this like the vaults in Fallout. So that would mean having a whole bunch of iron, or I could even use this material here. That seems to be the material of choice that I use for this texture pack. It looks really nice. Okay. So that's interesting. So this is the extent of the other side, right? So I want to make sure the rockiness of this area is preserved. So I basically want to hollow this whole thing out and then make it so it's livable in whatever way possible, all right? So the diorite that's around here, I'm going to basically plug it back up. Actually, that little bit right there, I can pretend this is all filled in, right? Pretend that's how it naturally was. So now I can go inside of here, carve all this out and make it look all nice, right? Now I want it to be multiple levels, but also want to maintain that I don't need to have anything of importance inside of here. So it's not necessary for me to have like the enchanting table and stuff like that. I don't want that inside my house. I want that outside and easily accessible for myself and potentially, you know, if there happen to be other people here eventually, that's what I would want. So there's obviously going to be a little bit of changes with all of this. Minecraft just minimized for me. That's great. I don't know why that happens, but whatever. There's going to be some changes and whatnot eventually here, but figuring out where the extent of everything is going to be step number one, and I can tell it's right inside of there. Beautiful. All right. So let's say it's right here. I can also put another doorway if I really wanted to. Right on the side. This is actually very narrow. Is that really it? That's the entirety of the thing? Wow. That seems a lot, right? It seems a lot more, like, well put together in the inside. It looks a lot more roomy than this, technically. Like, that's the extent of it. It's a little weird. But all right, if I dig up, it should be totally fine. And I want it to have high ceilings too, you know? So we'll dig this out. And a lot of this is going to be me figuring out what to do with it. I might just, maybe not skip ahead, but I'm going to formulate what I want to do with this interior area. And actually, yeah, that is what I'll do. I'll skip ahead a little bit, just so mining out ceilings isn't particularly interesting. So I'll let you know what the hollowed out interior of this rock looks like in a second. Okay, so admittedly, this turned out to be kind of a loft. Like, it's something that you would get in New York City that they charge you like $25,000 a month to actually own. But, you know, even at that point, you wouldn't actually own it either, so I guess it's kind of fitting. So, this is what the cave looks like from here. You know, the smaller section is toward the lower portion here, and then it goes all the way up, and there's a lot more room up toward this way especially, but I just haven't carved it out yet. So by going over here, right, you can see this is the exterior. So this is really all of the room that's available around here before it starts to get a little wonky. So by me mining up right here, right, there's the surface right there. Or rather, not the surface, but there's like the outer portion of the cave. And I don't want to have the outer portion of the cave visible. I want it to look relatively nice. So it's going to be up to me to mine this stuff out and make it look good as I continue to progress. But for now, I think it looks pretty decent. Yeah, so like basically on the outside here, I'm going to go all the way around and make it so it looks a little bit more natural. And if I had my scaffolding over here, it'd probably look a lot nicer. I mean, this looks like a large section right here. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought. So I guess that's my fault for not properly assessing how big the square footage actually was, which sounds exactly like how I would sound if I were actually buying a place. So got to make sure I don't make that mistake in real life. Might as well make it in Minecraft, you know? So this looks, yeah, it looks like a ton, like a lot larger. And it looks like I can go back over toward this way a little bit more. Like this section over here, right? Okay, so yeah, like over toward this way is even more like stuff. Or not really. I mean, yeah, kind of. Looks like kind of like a watchtower sort of a thing. So like if I go over here, right? And I mine this out, go over toward this way, right? It's still on the inside, still on the inside. Like, see, there's a good chunk of room over here, you know? Gotta hollow the whole thing out, you know? I'm like a badger, basically, is what I'm amounting to. Making a home out of some place that was never designed to actually be a home, but, you know. There could be some windows and stuff around here, too, to make it look more eventful. But, yeah, for now, I think this is as decent as it's gonna get for the time being. I'm gonna take this, and let's say I'm gonna move right inside of here for now. This is the tentative bedroom, you know? Small corridors. It's like I'm living in East Boston, you know? Small corridors here. I want to add like a second level or something up toward the top. And I don't know what I'm going to put in here because all the resources and stuff I want on the outside of where I'm at. So I'll figure it out eventually. But for right now, I have all this that I can basically patch up here. Like, it's very small, you know? So eventually, I want to make it so it still looks natural with the rock and everything, but make it look, you know, like a decent place. Right now, it doesn't look like a home. It looks like a place to exist and a place to just kind of whatever. So at some point, I'll figure it out. And also, I can't have any glass. Fun fact for you, because glass is available on the surface, and I'm not on the surface. So sand is on the surface. It only spawns toward the surface. I don't have any sand. So basically, the thing that I would want to do in that case is make wooden planks. Wooden planks out of, you know, the trees over here. That's basically going to make it so I can make windows that can protect me a little bit, I guess. Not really. They protect me from anybody who might be shooting an arrow through my home, which would probably not happen because everything is all spawned off around here. But anyways, the only other thing to do that I wanted to actually tell you about is that the organization system is a little bit different than it was in 101 Things to Do in Minecraft. So something I actually learned from Brandino and Anthony, I believe, when they were organizing stuff. So let me see. Here's an example. So you see that there's not full stacks of everything, right? Like the granite goes over here. We have the tuff that goes over here. There's only one block, right? So the reason that is because let's say I have all this stuff in my inventory, right? And I know for a fact I want all the cobblestone to go right here on these first 3 layers. So if I didn't have these here, they would randomly appear inside the chest and it wouldn't work out very well. So by me just shift clicking and putting all this stuff inside of here, it goes automatically where I want to. So this one block here reserves the fact that the item is there. So I don't have to do all sorts of reorganizing every single time I want to change something. It's just stuck the way it is, which is exactly what I want. So that works out really, really well. So now the idea of what I wanted to do was basically this. So if I grab all this, right, and I'm going to basically hollow this thing out again, but do it so there's only one little strip basically of, you know, fences right here. Because you still want the light to come in. You want to be able to see outside, but I can't do anything right now because I don't have glass. So this is about the best that I'm going to get for right now. And I want to preserve that. So if I patch that up right here, I can see, not really well, but I can see how well the crops are doing like that. Like, this is supposed to be a very temporary solution right here, just so I can see on the outside, you know? Let's say I want to do this right over here. These are basically in lieu of glass is what this would be right here. And then I could do that even like up toward this way, make like a nice, you know, thing right up there. And then eventually, like, I don't know if I want to use wood inside of here for the second level. I probably should. But for right now, I'm going to make it so this is the second level up here. So that way, I have something to look forward to up toward that way, you know? I can put whatever I want up there. It can be a secondary bed, even though it's probably just going to be me down here for the most part. But it's still available for me to do whatever I want with. So, yeah, like this looks pretty good, right? It doesn't look bad. Put a doorway right here. Maybe double doors. Actually, yeah, let's do double doors. I need a lot of clearance for what I'm going to be doing, you know? So here we go. Bam. Just like that. Bam. Bam. All right. Gonna make some stairs, and I'm gonna make some doors. And then this is also smelting a bunch of stone, which, you know, do I need to do that right now? I guess. Sure. It makes sense. Do I have those planks on me? I do not. So that's the benefit. Oh, that tree grew. Nice. I'll harvest that right now. So that's the benefit of having all that stuff basically around me, is I can pull from it anytime I want to. Like, I don't want to have my home be the storage place and everything else in one go. And that was kind of the situation with 101 Things to Do in Minecraft, where everything was very centrally located, but for a while I was living in the storage area, which obviously doesn't feel very homey at all. So I want to make sure I don't do that again. All right, so I just need 2 sets, or technically craft one door, which gives me 3, which is good. What else did I want to do? I might as well make a crafting table to put inside the house. Cobblestone I'm going to snag from in here because I want to make a furnace to go inside of there. Keep it very basic. Where is it? Bam. Stone cutter, I mean, I should probably use. I don't actually remember what they do, so I'm just going to leave it there. What else? Ooh, ladders, yes. I'll need probably those 12 ladders, yeah. We'll go with stone stairs. I may only need 8, so that's fine. Now it's going to look really nice. It's going to look really cool. Just like, you know what I should do? I want to have the, yeah, I want to have one bit of blockage right here, so that way I do this. There we go. And so that way I can put a pressure plate right here. No, I can't actually. I'd have to put it right there. Oh, well. For right now, I'm just going to leave it, and it's going to look like this. Look at that. And then those stairs, like this. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that. Now I have the whole kit and caboodle. This can go right here. Now I have a second level. Nice. Let's say I want to dig out. Do I have that pickaxe? Yes, of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Why don't I put a little, ooh, I can go back toward this way. Cool, all right. Where is, ooh, okay. So the surface is right there, technically. Interesting. Well, I can put this over here. Like, maintaining what this looks like is super important to me. So I want to make sure I get this right, you know? It looks like if I continue going up toward this way, there's just more rock. So, not going to put a window right there. I guess I'm just going to leave this kind of like this. Right? Might as well. Yeah, block this out right here. And I guess I have a small little alcove if I really wanted to. Again, I want to maintain the 3 height going all the way through. So that's cool. Bada bang. Look at that. This is a whole second level up here. Again, I don't know what I'm going to put up there, but I'm going to put something. I only really need the bed to keep in my house. Everything else is kind of up for debate here. I'm really trying to make the best of the situation, I guess, with how things are around here. So it's looking all right, you know? I can definitely make this all one level down here. I wanted to add like stairs and have slightly different levels and stuff, but I definitely have loft energy right here with this whole layout. So I'll figure it out eventually. But for right now, what else can I do? I can probably really refine what this stuff is here. Make a separate section for it or figure out something. I really need to formulate what I want to do because yeah, obviously having it right here in the way of the storage area, not ideal, not what I want to do long term. So after I figure out what to do with these two, then it's the chickens because the chickens need to expand so I can get the feathers from them and then make a whole bunch of stuff with that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna plant these because I can, and I'll see you again next time for more Minecraft in the Underground Vault, alright? Keep on meowing it out and stay spicy, and until next time, bye.